a lot of students with student loans and debt. That's a college experience that's not without its major issues. Meaning, these guys come out of college with strapped with a lot of debt, and normally in a time in your life when you can take a lot of risk because you're not married, you don't have a mortgage, you could be as innovative and creative as you want to be, yet they're strapped with debt, which forces choices and decisions of where you're going to work to pay off that loan. So I would argue that the traditional college experience, given the cost of going to college and the ever increasing rise in tuition, et cetera, really hamstrings these kids and maxes their financial abilities and really pigeonholes them into certain sectors or jobs that maybe they otherwise wouldn't have gone into. So I commend you guys for looking at the cost of things, making it flexible, because I think there's other alternatives. And the idea that we have this paradigm that, I went off to the University of Utah, but that was back in the day. Today's totally different. And I would argue that ultimately the best education you get is on the job. And if your aptitude's there and you're smart enough, you will rise and you will impact that organization. And the idea that we need degrees to check the box to limit the number of resumes we get so we can put people in the positions, I think is going to be impacted by this pandemic.
Well, I think it might as well. I spent a lot of time working with the Greater Irvine Chamber and also the Orange County Business Council. And I was continuously told that when businesses make a hire, that most often the new employee is anywhere from 60% to, on a good day, 70% prepared for the actual work that they've been hired into. And so there's a gap there between what's being offered in the current educational modality and what is actually needed in the workplace. So that goes right to your point, is that learning on the job is incredibly important. But I think that the online then gives us a great opportunity to close that gap and do a lot more work to make sure that when someone is hired, they're actually more like 100% ready to start to work. And so you can do that, I think, more easily through technology, particularly in a flexible environment. You can come in and actually experience what you really need to know to do that job. So there will be a change there too.